So right after I was in the kitchen in that dream with my biological father, my mother, my brother, she did something that spilled dust on the floor from like a sort of robe she was wearing, brushed against the table and spilled dust on the floor. And then the father asked something that had to do with the phrase pertinent requests and about when he could visit that would not make her upset. And everyone laughed. However he phrased it apparently was very hilarious. So, right after that, I walked by myself into, like, the office room of my grandfather, but my grandfather was not there. There was no one in it. But I walked right over to his desk, and I was surprised to see this book. It's a very large book, and the name of the book, and I'm referring to one in Waking Life, is The Birth of Christianity by John Dominic Crossan. I was surprised that he had this book because it's a very dense scholarly book, and it is a very rational historical reading of the Gospels, one that's not the traditional faith-based sort of view. I flipped the book open though, and I know because I had noticed that it looked a little bit smaller than it actually is. It's a large book, and I noticed when I opened it that it wasn't the book itself, but it was a study guide for a group if you were studying the book with the group and discussing it. So I figured he must have had it for a group at his church that was studying it, which again surprised me since it was a little too critical for a church like his. But then when I closed it, I looked at the book's cover, and the cover was the same as far as I can remember it. I haven't seen that book in years, but the title I realized was not The Birth of Christianity. The title was now How They Crucified Jesus.